All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from our break. Next up, we're going to hear from Uzziah, the innkeeper, who was present the day that Jesus, the Savior, was born. Uzziah, so could you give us your brief description of what was going on that day, if you don't mind?
I honestly don't know how much there really is for me to be able to tell you. See, I was so busy, with everything that was going on, as you probably know. Around about that time, Caesar had called for a census, and so everybody was coming back in town from wherever they were at. To be counted for the census that he had called. And so we were, so busy trying to get folks in and, in their rooms and settled in and everything. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this, man and pregnant lady come along and they're looking for a room. And, by the time they got there, we were, filled up. I didn't have any room for them. So, I didn't really know what else to do. But she was obviously in a family sort of way, and so I didn't want to necessarily tell them to, go somewhere else. So I, put them out back. I told them they're you can stay out back in the stable with the animals if you don't mind a little fur and hair and all of the stuff like that. I felt kind of bad, but like I said, I was, busy with everything else and making sure everybody else was comfortable that I couldn't really spend too much time worrying about that. So I went ahead and I, set him out back. Um, and, after a little while, it was, kind of strange, it's nighttime, and then all of a sudden there was this, big bright light, outside. And it's just kind of like really weird. I'd never seen anything happen like that in Bethlehem before, but, little bright light went around, and then all of the, shepherds were going around hollering, screaming about something, Savior, Messiah, or whatever. I wasn't really paying that much attention to what they were saying, but, everybody was all running around excited and, whatever. I couldn't really make out what they were saying. I was too busy doing other things. So, yeah, I just kind of, couldn't really, focus on too much of anything else because I was, making sure everybody else in the end had what they needed as far as, all of that good stuff. And, every now and then I thought about what was going on back there, but, like I said, I couldn't really do too much else with it. So, um, yeah, I don't know what else I can really tell you. Um, but I will say that if you're ever in Bethlehem and you need a place to stay, I would recommend you coming on by Uzziah's Inn, and we'll do the best we can to accommodate you and get you taken care of.